Hello there, it's Sandy. And in my last video, when I was reviewing a gajillion pens, I said I would use my Rotring Isograph pens today to do a little drawing. So I'll do my Inktober drawing for the day. But these pens are technical pens. They are lovely to draw with. Mine had just been sitting in the drawer for so long. They were dry and crusty and they needed some cleaning. So I filled that little reservoir up with ink and was ready to roll with 3 pens to use for a drawing that I'm going to share with you today. And it's a speed drawing. So it's going to be a short one today. My last couple videos have been extra long, so I'm going to give all of us a little break today and just do a speed video once I get past a short section. So I'll talk about the pens here. They are really lovely to draw with, as I said. They go on really smoothly. The paper that I'm using is Pentel paper for pens, which was the winner of my review in, let's see, it was 2 videos ago. And these are not the necessarily the winner for pens because I love all the pens. The only thing that I have a complaint about these is one that when you leave them sitting in the drawer for years, they kind of end up getting crusty and you have to do some work to clean them. But that's not their fault. But the other thing is the caps don't post easily. They have some threads inside them that hold the caps on, and in order to get the cap to stick to the back of the pen, you have to really push hard on it, and I'm worried that I would wreck the threads, so I just take the caps off and leave them sitting on the desk. So that's my only complaint, which is a very minor complaint for a pen. And this is the point 0.2, and my set came with the point 0.2, the point 0.3, and the point 0.5. They do have a couple of different collections of them. You can, find different ones. I'll link a couple of them in the doobly doo. The junior set, which I don't know why they call it a junior set, other than it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it has what you need. It has 3 pens in it. And for the price, it's like a really good price for it. The college set is the one that I had gotten when I was in college. Yes, old pens, been around a long time. But the junior set is, I think, just as good, just as usable because the other things that were in my college set are still in the box. So there you go. But the pens are really great. So I did a lot of outlining of the shapes on my starfish with the point 0.5 pen and did a little bit of that work with the point 0.3 and then did the point 0.2 for all of the shading, and I'm doing hatch shading. If you don't know what hatch shading is, it's kind of like half a crosshatch. Crosshatch is going both directions, and this is just going one direction, which tends to be my go-to when I do shading. But this one was a fun little picture that I found on Unsplash. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo if you want to go see it. It just had the starfish on it, and I added some other things to it because I decided the starfish should be by the ocean. Because when I saw the prompt, the little poem about the girl who kept throwing starfish back into the ocean, and people teased her for being silly because she can't save all the starfish, but she just picked up another one and said, I made a difference to that one. And I got thinking, I guess maybe wistfully, maybe it's the fall rainy weather that's doing it, but I started thinking about some people in my life, both from a long time ago and from very recent, who have thrown me back into the ocean. And not because they were mad at me, but because I belonged there. They pushed me back into a good place. And I wrote up a whole bunch of those little stories, those little vignettes on my Substack. So if you want some encouragement, then head over there and you can see more about that. There are also links there to the recent videos that I did. I did 2 ginormous, as I mentioned, review videos, one on paper for pen and ink, and the other is on pens for pen and ink. And both of them were more than a little bit epic. So if you missed them, go back and catch them. But take a cup of coffee with you, because they are long, but the comments that I've gotten on both of them were that it was very helpful information. So I'm always edified when people tell me that because I put a lot of work into some of those videos, especially the ones that are heavy, like looking at a bunch of different products for a particular medium. And this pair of videos exhausted me. So that's why we're doing just a short Inktober video. The prompt for the day is Starfish, of course. And at the end of this video, I'll show you my other pieces that I've done so far for Inktober, as well as the drawings that are now finished and ready to roll for the new class that just launched. And it's called Ink Drawing Jumpstart. And the hatch technique that I'm using here, as well as stippling, are two of the techniques included. So you'll get to, in the class, survey 10 different styles of doing drawing with ink, 10 different techniques for applying textures and values. And it's just going to be a whole lot of fun. So I hope you'll enjoy that class if you sign up for it. But at least you're going to want to see the pictures of what's in the course. And there's my finished starfish all sitting there by the ocean, ready to be tossed in. So the little container there is one that I made to hold all my sketches for Inktober. It's holding all of my swatch cards from the two reviews that I did and all the pictures from the class. So I'll have one place to collect all of my Inktobers together. And there's the starfish for today. And then we'll switch over to showing you the pictures for the class. So each one of them is from a photograph, and you'll get to trace it. So you don't have to know how to draw ahead of time. You get to just trace them, and then we fill them in with these different textures. And we talk a lot about how to see the values in everything, because when you're working in black and white, value is the most important thing, far more important than color ever will be for ink drawing. So that's the drawings that I've been working like mad on lately. I think I'm going into a period of getting some sleep now for a little bit, which is really good. But I do have to do a drawing on the front of my ink drawing jumpstart little book here. I want to do something on that panel. I'm going to work on that during Open Studio, and you can come watch, bring your own artwork, and join in the fun. It's just a time of fellowship for us as artists to get to know each other, hang out, ask questions, raise concerns, whatever you've got on your mind. And it's on Zoom and it's free. So, links in the doobly doo to go RSVP for that. On my Substack today, I have my starfish stories, a couple of them there to share with you. If you need a little encouragement for your heart, then I recommend just taking a few minutes to go read those because I think these are some special people that I want to send a little shout out to. Hit the like button on your way out. I will see you again in my next videos, which are going to be a pair of really fun ones that are very, very different from what I did today. I'll see you then. Bye bye.